Hello and namaste. Welcome to this week, and this is the week where we are actually starting the animation basics. This is a long week in the sense that you have a lot of things to do and see and observe and follow. So be prepared, just belt up, and we are on a drive now, because we are going to see how to animate using Blender. So there are levels of things which you are going to do, so better be prepared. But lot of people ask me this question, what is this word animation and how it is derived from? Well, this is a Latin word called anima, which essentially means giving life to. So in short, this is a term which is used whenever we add life to non-living objects specifically. So for example, if you see all the animation films or even the techniques of animation, most of the times you will see that drawings or images or puppets or even clay or sometimes some objects which are non-living are made to move in such a manner that when the captured video is played back, you can see motion. So you feel like suddenly a Caesar is living and Caesar is able to move, Caesar is able to emote some emotion, or some completely non-animatable objects or non-living objects can be seen as giving out emotions. So that is what is animation all about. It talks about giving life to something. So how was it done in the earlier times? Well, the initial phase was mostly hand drawn animations, which was called as traditional cell animation. These were done by animators who were drawing frame by frame and sequences after sequences to make films or teleseries, what you see today. We will not go in much of a detail of various techniques of animation, although there are techniques like stop motion or puppet and all that, but we are only going to limit ourselves to 3D animation as the topic is 3D animation. But one important term is necessary for you or mandatory for you to remember or understand when we start on this animation process. The term is called keyframe. Now as the word suggests, this is actually the most important frame in a given action, and that is why it is called the keyframe. But you will agree that there is not one action which is important in any action. It has to be at least two actions, which is the start of the action and the end of the action. For example, if I am moving my hand from here to here, then this and these two positions make the start and end of the action, and immediately we can say that this is the keyframe of this animation. So the formal definition of keyframe can be termed as the frame where there is a changeover in the action will be called as the keyframe. So for example, if a person has to move the hand from here to here, then even if the motion is lateral, still whenever I am opening my hand and showing the other side of the hand, that also becomes a point where the changeover in the action is happening, therefore it is also a keyframe. So you can see that action will have multiple keyframes and a combination of these keyframes will create the animation. But what happens to the frames in between these two? Well, as the word suggests, these frames are called in between frames. In earlier times, like I said, the animators used to draw the keyframes and the in-betweening artists used to draw the in-between frames. So the animator can create this frame and the in-betweener will be told to create all the in-between frames. That is how and meticulous this whole art was. Thanks to computers, that now we do not have to draw the in-between frames. Then how does the computer draw it? Well, the computer has the x, y, z coordinates of every element of the model, and it interpolates all the actions in between based on the number of frames you have specified in the animation. So in a nutshell, if I say that move this hand from this frame to this frame in a time span of 12 frames, then computer will create exactly 12 in-betweens at the given positions which is symmetrical and create a motion. Suddenly if I decide I do not want it 12 frames but I want it 26 frames, computer will reallocate the positions and create 26 equal parts of this particular hand motion and give us a motion with 26 frames. So it's become that simple now. But let's not get into all these details, because I'm sure you guys are more interested in actually doing it. But just to zip it off and to know how we are going to go about it, just see this comparison. Earlier times, the animators used to create keyframes and the in-betweeners used to create the in-between frames. Now the animators still create the keyframes, but the computer does the rest of the part of creating the in-between frames. Why I am showing this? It is because most of the people have this misconception around that nowadays with computers animation is easy. It's not easy, because even the keyframes have to be given by human beings. There is no alternative for that yet. So let us enjoy the animation in these sessions which are coming up. So having an exciting week ahead. See you soon. Thank you.